Hello everyone, happy Saturday. I'm back and I'm gonna do some jelly printing today. I haven't forgot about our journal, the Sacred Mother. I've been still pulling stuff together for that. I've been working on some of it. So I think what I'm gonna do, the next time I show it, I'm going to just do a compilation of what I've already done on it, and I'll share some of the ideas behind it because there's so many pages that I want to work on it. I don't want to feel rushed, but also I want to do other things. I want to show you other things I'm doing in the studio. So that video will come up in a few weeks. I'll be able to kind of get you updated on what I've done in the journal. But in the meantime, with the book coming to bookstores soon and me working on a lot of ideas and promo stuff and all that kind of stuff for Schiffer, I just thought I would have some more jelly printing sessions. I'm going to talk us through. My name is Robin McClendon, for those who may just have popped across this video because it says gel printing on it. Welcome to my studio, and if you're new, please subscribe and hit the all button. If you enjoyed this video, please thumb it up. For all those who already know me and know my work, please thumb it up now. That makes a big difference. And also, you can tell I'm have a lot of a sinus issue right now. So if I'm sounding, like stuffy and what have you, it's true because, when I went back home for my father's, funeral and what have you, I was back east with the main culprits of my allergies. And so I really got hit with something. But anyway, so what we're going to do with this video is that I'm going to show you what we're going to be using, and then I'm not going to talk. I'll put sounds to it, and anything that I'm using that you need to know, I'll just put little notes on the screen. That way you can enjoy a gel printing session with me, pull out your stuff, get things together, and you won't have to endure me sniffing, because I will be certainly doing that if I don't silence this video sooner than later. So I'm using my 8x10 gel plate. I'm going to be printing on some vintage book pages. You can print on anything, but what I want to do is I want to make some background pages and things like that to use in my other work. So I'm going to use some vintage book pages. This is from a French book that I've had for a while. I'm going to be using PanPastels. So the technique is going to include PanPastels that we're going to use in various stencils. I've got a number of stencils. Some of them are mine. Some of them are Tim Holtz's. Some of them are, I don't know, they just had Asian script in them. These are my intuitive scripting. So there'll be links for my stencils. I think this is Stencil Girl. I think it's called, I don't know, Foliage or something like that one. I think you can still get that one. Some of these others are just random ones that I have, and I really couldn't begin to tell you where I got them. And this one is just a piece of drywall tape, and it's sticky on one side. So when you put it down, it'll stick to the plate, and it'll allow you to use the grid. So I'm going to use that. So we have stencils. I'm also using cosmetic sponges. These little sponges, you can use any kind of sponge. That's what we're going to apply the PanPastels with. And I'm trying some new paints I got a few weeks ago. They're the metallics. So this one is a champagne. This is folk art. And I love my champagne. So I'm going to see how I like that color. And these both are color shifts. One is white flash and the other one is silver flash. So I'm going to use these as the coats that I'm going to put down because I want to be able to see the text, but I want it also to be blocked out. So I'm going to use a very light paint, what I call my glazing technique. And my glazing technique is in the book, using various vintage papers and stuff is in the book. And yeah, so we're going to get started. I think that's everything. Of course, a brayer. That's everything that I'm going to use. So if you want to stop the video, go grab your stuff, and then come back and work along with me, I invite you to. And I'll be back at the end of the video to kind of follow up, and we'll look at the things that were created. All right. I'm flipping it over because my paper is like old book pages and it's a little fragile. So this way I keep from ripping the pages, but we get the imprint. Now you can see there's still a good layer down here, so we're just going to ink it up again. The nice thing about the PanPastels is that they really stick around, so clean it off. Let's go for the silver. So we're starting to pick up ghosts. So you can see it's going to get lighter and lighter, and we're seeing more of the book page. So this is ready to build on top of. Now there's more down here still. We're just going to create another ghost, but I'm going to go and add another image over top of it. I'll use my intuitive scripting. So put that down on top. And then I'm going to use the brown just to create a little contrast. So I'm going to clean the plate with one last pull. And we're going to use the matte acrylic blick in white. And I'm going to use Glassine. I should be able to get a good amount off this plate because there's still a lot on here. The PanPastels really, oh, that's too much paint. They really hang on the plate, and you get a lot of usage out of the been working so much on the big plate that recently that I've adjusted my paint to using the big plate. As we know, you have to have thin layers in order for it to really pull. So I'm gonna let it sit for a minute to really pull up a good amount. Such a nice print. I mean, that's just a great background to start working something else on top of. And there's still some down here, so now I'm going to use a little less white. See how much we can get pulled up. We should be able to get the amount of pigment that's in these paint pastels is just insane. Okay. I'm going to give it a minute and let this dry. Okay, so it's been about 5 or 6 minutes here for sure. So we're getting a really good ghost. And my goodness, it's still stuff down there. So you can see where you could just keep on pulling. So if you wanted subtle layers, you could just keep on pulling and pulling. And when you're done, you literally can just wipe it off. A little bit of baby oil, and it'll come right off. But I'm not going to wipe mine off yet because I'll probably come back to that and do some more. So let's look at, these are with our white background. And these are ghosts. Both of these are ghost prints. Because our original ones we did on the Glassine bags. So these are ready to go. Oh, love them. And then here are the vintage papers. You can see how neat they are. You just get this really nice grunge. And this paper is really old. As you can see, it was already pretty dark. But you get this extra bit that I could then do my intuitive scripting on with Sumi. You know, you could print on top of it. There's so much you can do. But the whole idea is just to get these really nice backgrounds built up on some of our extra papers. You can do these on top of gel print. Any of your gel prints that weren't successful and you want to just still have some color, but you want a subtle layer on top. This was our very first pull, and you can see how dark that one is. So you can get some really good coverage with your PanPastels. This right here would be a ghost of that one, but yet nice and subtle. It's another original pull. And then the Glassine bags. I've been using a lot of my Glassine bags, like in my projects, my book projects and stuff like that. So here they are in the Glassine bags. I'll post the link for them. I got these on Amazon. But they're just amazing. Look at that. Good stuff. I mean, they're ready to use in your work. They pretty much are trapped. You can see I'm rubbing on them. The PanPastels really seem to lock into the paint, the acrylic paint. But if you do find there's a little bit of movement, I just use a little bit of a spray matte medium that I have. Like I use this one. This is one of them. I've had it for a while. It's by Plaid. But any matte sealer will actually lock in any of your color. But pretty much they really stay, like they're not moving around. That's the other thing I like about them. You'd think that they would move around, but they really don't. So that's everything. Hope you enjoy this video and the techniques. And moving forward, I'll see you next Saturday. All right, thanks for hanging out. Love you guys. Enjoyed our chat as always in Premiere. And don't forget to thumb up the video. And if you're new, please subscribe to our channel. And let's expand our family. All righty. Bye-bye.